What is going on, guys? All right, we are here. Chris Webby, Raw Thoughts number 7. Okay, this is going to be crazy. All right, so to be perfectly upfront with you guys, I wasn't going to react to this. I saw it was 7 minutes. Nothing against Webby, of course. I could listen to this dude rap for hours, especially the stuff he talks about. But, my videos don't typically go past like 5 or 6 minutes of average view time, especially the song is 7 minutes. So, this is going to be well over 20 minutes probably for me talking and stuff because he's going to get into some stuff on Raw Thoughts. We know that. But anyway, I was like, I don't guess I'm going to react to it. So I was ready to watch No Life Shaq's reaction, because I wasn't planning to react to it. After the first line of this, I cut it off. I was like, nope, never mind. I got to react to this because he's talking. You'll see what I mean after the first line. And I stopped it right there. So I didn't want to watch somebody else react to it. I didn't want to listen to the song, before I came and reacted to it. And if I ever do, then of course I'll tell you guys. So this first reaction, other than that first line, first 2 lines, whatever, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get into this. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're rocking with the channel. It all goes a long way, helps out the algorithm. Leave a comment, leave a like. That's the most important thing. Anyway, enough talking. This is going to be long anyway. 3, 2, 1, play. We got I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. Got the eclipse kind of looking thing. Okay.
Here we go again.
Oh, Lord.
Once upon a time in our rewritten history, 13 bloodlines rose to power wickedly.
That's where I had to stop it. I was like, okay, he's talking. He's talking. If you see my channel, if you go to my page, you'll see what I'm all about right now. You'll see what, that you know how hard that line hits me right now for sure, or anytime. I'm just saying. But you see the layout of my channel and what I have, what my, stuff is on my headline and all that stuff. You'll know why that line means so much to me. But he's already talking. Let's go. All right, I'm going to try not to pause too much, but let's get it.
Upon a time in our rewritten history, 13 bloodlines rose to power wickedly. They came from ancient lands with depravity and vices like usury and rape and ritual sacrifices. They worshipped evil gods, but they kept the secrets hidden as they infiltrated and hijacked other religions.
Yep. Catholics, come on. Look at where Catholicism came from. And and all the religions, to be honest with yo, dude, you better have an army around you, man. Webby, you better have an army around you because you are talking too much. You're talking too much. You're spilling too much of their secrets. Those 13 bloodlines and the elites. Woo, let's go. All right, anyway.
Evil gods, but they kept the secrets hidden as they infiltrated and hijacked other religions. They conquered other countries and they printed all the money while they plotted on a plan for the control of everybody. And here we are now, still on the same path with the devil in the details. You could do the math. Only God's got the map with the one road back on the human racetrack. We passed the last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice, subliminally teaching the wicked.
I'm almost afraid to start breaking down the bars because this video will be an hour long. If I start, yes, I know what he's talking. I know exactly what he's talking about. We all do. I'm just saying, if I start talking about it and analyzing the bars, I will never stop talking. You guys will cut this off. So I'm gonna try to let it play. Oh my God, but it's so difficult. I want to say so much. Okay.
On the human racetrack, we passed the last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice, subliminally teaching.
Operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice, because what are they doing right now? They're all evading justice. There is no justice, by the way, other than that and burning where they belong. That's the justice. Only he can carry out that justice. There's no justice on earth that could, be righteous enough for those people that are on that Epstein list and people that do like that. There's only one fate that they deserve, and until they die, they won't get it. So they ain't gonna get it here. And we see Bill Gates. We see what's his name, Prince Andrew. We see the guy that's in the office right now, Donald Trump. We see everybody that's on this list that has that's affiliated with this list, Epstein. Are they locked up? Is anything happening to them? No, they're still walking free, even though their names are right in the files. So what more proof do you need? I mean, okay. Anyway, let's go.
In the wicked ways to the public, whether we shadows like roaches evading justice, subliminally teaching the wicked ways to the public, whether we knew it or not. Now we're all a product of it. See, they desecrated nature and set fire to the wilderness, filled us with their poison and they wired us for sinfulness. Stole our ancient knowledge and left us broken and ignorant, then stole our sons and daughters and fed on the stolen innocence. They groomed our behavior and turned us on our neighbors, took away our promise and offered us false saviors. But something's gotta give when you're ruled by
all for false saviors. Come on, there's only one, man. Come on. And we see the evil looking like druids basically are coming after him. He's in like a ancient temple or something as well. I love the video, just the symbolism here. Okay, let's go.
Took away our promise and offered us false saviors, but something's gotta give when you're ruled by the takers, and in the end us and them will meet the same maker. So I dedicate the song to those who lost their life and paid the price to tell the truth for what they thought was right. Those who up against the odds answered for the call to fight, and now it's time that the fucking darkness is brought to light.
Woo. Let's go.
Don't get distracted. It's time to load this chamber and aim at the head of the monster now.
Pete, okay, yep. Certain food. Go and grab a slice of pizza. Gate, talking about that, but yeah, that's I guess that was a redacted file. What they released 6 million files, or there was 3 million released, 6 million total, and like so much of it was redacted and everything. And we still know people's names. We still saw people's names in these files. Yet what's happening? I mean, it's. See, I warned y'all. I told y'all don't get me started. All right, let's go. So that wasn't even the actual beat. That was just him talking. That was just a monologue. He was barring in a monologue. So let's go. Now the song really starts. Let's go.
It's time to load this chamber.
Load it.
And aim at the head of the monster now. So go and grab a slice of Pizzagate. John Podesta's here to serve you each a plate. Tony's pouring fresh adrenochrome you really need to taste. Barack bought the hot dogs for over 60K. And adrenochrome you really need to taste.
So we got adrenochrome mentioned, we got Pizzagate mentioned, we got Podesta, who's linked with Hillary big time and everything, all that stuff. If you've seen some of this stuff, give me a sword right now. Let me go slay some demons right now. And by demons, I mean people masquerading as humans, okay? These people in charge. Oh, Lord. I hope you guys blow this video up. And I hope you go to his page as well to blow it up. Because this kind of stuff is what needs to be talked about. Is what needs to get out of the public. All right. So is this an actual redacted file? And he knows, who it's talking about? Or is this one that people have deciphered and everything? So he's actually saying the names. All right. But either way, fire.
Barack bought the hot dogs for over plate. Tony's pouring fresh adrenochrome you really need to taste. And Barack bought the hot dogs for over 60K in just a single day.
Barack. Yeah, they're code words for, yeah, for you know what. Yeah, okay. Food, jerky's one, $60,000 jerky, hot dogs, okay. Ice cream is God, these people are sick. Yahusha, we need you. We need you, bro. Come on, anytime. Wipe the world clean of these sickos, of these demons. Please, come on.
That's what our taxes went to pay.
Yeah.
Bought the hot dogs for over 60K in just a single day. That's what our taxes went to pay. Careful though, he'll take you paddleboarding if you tell his secrets. And stay away from his husband, she's meaner than he is. And Bill Gates is over there with a syringe and gloves, cause he likes to vaccinate the kids before he drinks their blood. And who's that chewing on a pineal gland? Oh, that's just Hillary with all that frazzle drip on her hand. That's red-handed. And there's Bill with jizz on his pants. Galena wiped the stains when they're playing from Israel land. So someone grab the spirit cooker if you looking for the gravy. Abramovich.
Oh God, dude. Yo, I'm getting I'm getting worried for this guy. Seriously. Yo, Yahuwah, right now, I pray protection over this dude, Chris Webby. You got him. You know, you're guiding his hand, obviously, so you got his back. The protection, your blood, covers him. He's anointed, obviously, by the blood of Yahusha. Yes, sir. So thank you for his safety, his family, his loved ones' safety, everybody around him, because he needs it. These people are, oh my God. Okay. Whew. This is crazy. I got a chill going through me with what this guy's talking about. I'm so glad I decided to react to this. I just hope you guys show up.
From Israel land. So someone grab the spirit cooker if you looking for the gravy. Abramovich, who is not a witch. Well, maybe. And Gaga don't drink the goo-goo from little babies. That's crazy. She's not a witch.
So yeah, Marina Abramovic, one of the most satanic people there are. She apparently, I've heard she does all the spells for movies and shows, all that Latin that you hear when it's dealing with witches and witchcraft in movies, TV shows. She's the one that they go to get all that stuff, because it's they put all that in TV shows and movies. All right, all that stuff. I mean, programming, channeling, television, okay, all that stuff. Look into it. What do you watch? Programs. What do they come on? Channels, channeling, weather forecast, newscast, weather forecast. It's all casting spells, the English language, English, what am I trying to say? Spelling, the spelling of words, spells. Come on, he'll probably get into that eventually. See, I told you guys I couldn't not talk. I warned you. If you're still here, thank you. But we're probably already 10 minutes in, and we're 2 minutes into the song. So he is talking about everything.
So someone grab the spirit cooker if you looking for the gravy. Abramovich, who is not a witch. Well, maybe. And Gaga don't drink the goo-goo from little babies.
Gaga, Lady Gaga. I've seen so much sick stuff about her lately. Oh Lord, I already knew, but drink the goo-goo from little babies. The adrenochrome mentioned, that's what sells on the black market. That's what they do. That's what they were doing to the kids at Epstein Island. Scaring the living crap out of them, so they would, because that's what comes through the adrenochrome when they're really terrified, really scared, transforming into their literal demon reptilian states and looks and everything, so then they can eat that. God. All right, let's go. Anyway.
Who is not a witch? Well, maybe. And Gaga don't drink the goo-goo from little babies. That's crazy. She's honestly a really nice lady. And look, it's Kevin Spacey right off the set of a movie. He shot in his basement with a child and George Clooney. Weinstein funded it. Spielberg directed it. And Bono made the music and sang at a kid's benefit. And George H.W. Bush is pulling the car up with every man in his family, even Barbara. Ellen's on the way from Diddy's.
Every man in his family, even Barbara. God. Yo, was that a rumor that Barbara was a man too? We know Mike Obama, of course, but come on. Yeah. Is that with George Clooney? What's going on there? I've never heard anything about him. Obviously, Kevin Spacey is a weirdo. We knew that. But, and who funded it? So, Harvey Weinstein, of course. Steven Spielberg, I've heard stuff about him. I think that's who he said. And Bono from U2? What? See, I get surprised too. There's names that throw me off too sometimes. I don't know for sure, but this most of everything up to that point, not a surprise. I've heard all this stuff before. I've heard it, but mainstream artists ain't gonna call this out.
In the car up with every man in his family, even Barbara. Ellen's on the way from Diddy's house with Sean Carter. Cause here at Comet Ping Pong, the club is what you're part of. Oprah's on the way, but she'll be late. She's stuck in human traffic. We'll just have to film the sacrifice and show it to her after. Go and throw it.
She's stuck in human traffic? We'll have to show her the sacrifice after. That's a fact. I always got a bad feeling about Oprah. Come on. Yeah, Ellen for sure. You know, people love that woman. I'm like, oh, look at her lifestyle. I mean, why are you so surprised that that's how she, I mean, to be honest, she's, with knowing how she is, what she admitted to the world back when she came out or whatever, that's like just a step of, that's just a step above being what all these other people are, the PDFs. I mean, so why are people so shocked that those people are also, that people like that, of that preference, could also have a preference towards, kids? I mean, obviously they're sick to begin with. So is it that far fetched to think they're also going to be interested in kids? I mean, anyway.
She'll be late, she's stuck in human traffic. We'll just have to film the sacrifice and show it to her after. Go and throw it on a lacy dry, but don't be losing that shit. Where's Anthony Weiner's computer? I thought that Homer had it. Just relax, take a nap with that guy in the Biden mask. Even if they catch us, we'll be fine. Just give it time to pass.
Calling out the Biden mask. Yeah, because Biden's not human. There's people playing him as a character. I think he probably died a long time ago, actually, several years ago, because he don't look the same at all. It doesn't look like the same person. There's a lot of rumors Jim Carrey's been playing the part. This stuff is crazy. This stuff is crazy. These people have got a chokehold over this world. It's and other worlds too. It's insane what's going on.
Take a nap with that guy in the Biden mask. Even if they catch us, we'll be fine. Just give it time to pass. Jeffrey's got a back. This shit is under control. Cause he reports directly to the people running the show. Well, gee, who could that be? What a mystery.
We know what's coming. We know what's coming. Look, this whole thing is redacted. Yo. I don't know if this is a real file. I'm assuming it is. I mean, but he's filling it in. He's filling it in for us all. Come on. And it might be one that was filled in and he's doing this for the video. I don't know. But either way, this is fire.
To the people running the show. Well, gee, who could that be? What a mystery. Even with the evidence, there's not a single hint to see. These conspiracies are what a mystery. Even with the evidence, there's not a single hint to see. These conspiracies have been mistaken all along. So I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you...
What is really going on? Who really runs everything? Yep. Who is this country owned by? Who's in control? Just look up the synagogue of Satan in the Bible, all right? And you'll know who he's talking about. For those who claim to be certain, whatever, but are not, they're really the synagogue of Satan. Okay.
Have been mistaken all along, so I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you call it anti-Semitism, try to listen and think how I said those families infiltrated religions. At the head of every snake is a servant of Satanism. Shit, the Vatican been human trafficking since the beginning. But one little country has become their seat of power, where they plot on pandemics and wars and twin towers. Babylonian Talmudism has been their recipe, and they've been sacrificing the fucking children for centuries. And they don't give a fuck about us. We're just goy, cattle, subhuman, only here to be destroyed and extorted and abused and ruled over with lies. But don't forget, guys, they're our greatest allies. Oh man, this song is gonna get me in some fucking trouble. That Khazarian Mafia's watching you.
It's not over. It's not. We got 3 minutes left, and we got a burning cow after everything he just talked about. I'm seriously scared. I'm seriously scared for this guy. No, I'm not. Never mind, because we prayed over it. So yeah, no, we're good. He's good. You do your thing. You keep moving this way. You keep bringing this stuff to light, my dude. Oh my God. This is the best thing I've heard in so long. This is my favorite song that I've heard in quite a while. One of my favorite songs that I've ever reacted to on YouTube, for sure, in my 2+ years. Oh my, this is so crazy. But the sad thing is that it's all true. It is all true. is so insane. That whole Israel scheme, the whole you. I can't even know. I can't even say too much. Let's go.
Oh man, this song is gonna get me in some fucking trouble. That Kazarian Mafia's watching you with the fallen angels and Nephilim. It's time to rid society's closet of all the skeletons. So let me just be crystal fucking clear and set a precedent. If Trump is proven part of it, then burn him with the rest of them. Anyway.
And he is proven part of it. Look at all the dealings he's making and everything. Look, if you guys have watched the channel for a long time, for my first beginning up until about a year or so, a year and a half later, for probably first year and a half or so, you know how I felt about Trump. I was supporting that dude. I bought in. I got fooled too, you know. But yeah, he's the same as the rest of them. I thought he was different, you know. I thought he wasn't going along with the elites. He wasn't a puppet, you know. That's BS. I was fooled. I can admit it. I bought in, you know, just because he was saying the things that I agreed with, not on a lot of things, just two things basically. He was saying he was against abortion. He was saying he's against the nonsense agenda by a certain alphabet letter gang, you know, that's being taught to kids. He says he's against all that. That's all I really cared about, to be honest with you, okay? Taxes, immigration, whatever. I'm not against people coming over here. Countries are BS to begin with, in my opinion. It's just another way for them to keep people fighting with each other. Who made countries? Who made borders? They're all invisible. It's nonsense made up by the people he's been mentioning this whole time to keep us all fighting over BS so we don't see and turn the scope to who it really belongs on. Everybody he's mentioning in this song here and a bunch of others. But yo, you know what I mean? So that wasn't ever an issue. It was those two main things. One side saying flat out that they support all of that. Ain't going with that. One side saying that they're against it or more against it. So I'm going to vote for that side. That's why I voted for Trump. That's it. Did I ever think he was some savior or some saint? Absolutely not. I was like, he's the lesser of two evils. That's it. Now, yes, I talk good about him. I can admit that, you know. But again, I was fooled. I was fooled. Once he denied the Epstein list, once he started, you know, just talking crazy about that, I think it was like last summer or somewhere in there, that was it. To be honest with you, I didn't feel comfortable at all about being in line voting in 2024. It felt wrong the whole time to me. I did not feel good about it because I have never voted other than one other time in my life, 20 years before. That's it. I felt so uncomfortable being there. I was this close to just leaving so many times. I wish so much that I would have. I wish I could say that I did, but I didn't. I went ahead, cast my vote just because, again, you know, I thought it was the lesser of two evils. About 2 months or so after he got elected, I started noticing more and more. I didn't completely change my opinion, you know, altogether, do a 180 or you know, do a complete 180 or whatever. But I was like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I kept noticing stuff, you know. He's being cool with Obama at a funeral. He's at the Pope's funeral. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, these are the people, these are your enemies. You know about the Pope. You know about this stuff. And then the Epstein. So I was feeling funny about it. You know, about 2 months or so after he got in, I started really, you know, I was like, yeah, he's probably on the same side, you know, than the Epstein list when he made that announcement. Like, are we still talking about this guy? This guy's dead. He was a sicko and all this stuff. There's no files, all this stuff. I was like, nope, he's on the wrong side. Never mind. He's just as bad as the rest of them. They both sides play parts, play their roles because they answer to higher ups. Who did he mention in the first line of the song? There you go. Who did he mention in that last verse where he went off for quite a few, for that whole verse or for the end of the verse, but right before we got here? That's who they answer to. That's who they answer to. So, you know, they're all the same, just pretending to be different on different sides. Delusion of inclusion to make you think your vote matters, anything matters. They all have this all planned out already. You know, CNN, Fox, NBC, ABC. You know, they're all owned by the same people, even though they have different views on politics. But they're all owned by the same companies, by the same people. So, what does that tell you? It's all fake. It's all BS. It's all an illusion. It's all a game to them. So, they're all part of a club that none of us are part of, nor would we want to be a part of it, right? All right, but let's go.
Taking cookies out of Epstein's jar was proven part of it, then burn them with the rest of them. Anyone taking cookies out of Epstein's jar, every Rachel Chandler handler in Epstein's car. And if he's really still alive, his judgment will come when he's mono with God. That's an Epstein bar. We gotta break them.
That's an Epstein bar. That's an Epstein bar, but Epstein. Oh my God. Okay, that's a fact. Yeah, and also, we've heard in the files that he was all into science and stuff, time travel, stuff like that. He wanted to inject every woman with his DNA in the world. That's demon type stuff, literal demon time. Not the saying we use like when somebody's going crazy on a rap or something. No, they're on demon time. No, he's a literal demon reptilian. That dude's not human. Most of these people, basically all of these people, politicians are not human. Nothing, okay? They're time travelers. They're from other worlds. Aliens, reptilians, demons, whatever you want to call them. Fallen angels, whatever. Yes, this world is in trouble. But there is somebody coming back at some point. I don't know what he's waiting on, to be honest with you. But not for me to decide, I guess.
His judgment will come when he's mono with God. That's an Epstein bar. We gotta break the mind control of these secret societies that kept us locked in our perception. Then they threw away the keys, making sure we never leave, and that everyone we see are incriminated, guilty celebrities on the screens who've been living double lives in the company of snakes, with the fucking balls to laugh at it right in front of our face. And it's hard when we grew up to love a lot of these stars, but it's time we see the monsters for exactly who they are. And fully cut ties with the idols of our youth, cause our childhood heroes have been hiding from the truth.
The golden calf, of course, which was, used in the Bible. Obviously, people were worshiping it, but that's what he's saying that these celebrities are to a lot of people. Idolatry, of course, because they worship them. But yeah, that's a fire image to have in the background for what he's talking about.
We cut ties with the idols of our youth, cause our childhood heroes have been hiding from the truth. But the reckoning is coming, ain't no running from the proof. So give every sick fuck at the pizzeria news at the raw white parties from the proof. So give every heroes have been hiding from the truth. But the reckoning is coming, ain't no running from the proof. So give every sick fuck at the pizzeria.
Hold on, I don't know what's happening on my page right now. What came up? Okay, that's comments. I wanted to put that's comments. Why did I think that was captions? There is no captions. Never mind.
Happening is coming, ain't no running from the proof. So give every sick fuck at the pizzeria news at the all white parties. Show up in black, pulling up the eyes wide shut in a ski mask, kerosene and
show up at the white parties in all black, wearing a ski mask, eyes wide shut. The movie, the crazy movie, which was called out for which was heavily secret society type stuff. Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman. I just recently saw that movie not too long ago. Very interesting. Very interesting. And the dude that made it, the director, Stanley Kubrick, he got off shortly after it because, there was stuff that got deleted that he was trying to expose, supposedly, All right, don't know if I used that right, but air quotes. But anyway, he got, he self-deleted himself, but we know what happened. Because he was trying to expose too much. They didn't like it. There was like 20 minutes I've heard of that ritual scene that got cut out because it was just too real. It was too real for those sickos at Hollywood to deal with. They didn't want it in there. Even though they do tell you what they're doing and what they're planning and what's going on in the movies and shows. That was just too much, I guess.
Parties show up in black, pulling up the eyes wide shut in a ski mask, kerosene in hand while I'm flicking a lit match, burn it all down till it's nothing but ash. Raw thoughts. Now it's feeling like the whole world's cursed. The devil lurks while he ushers in this hell on earth. And a one world government's looming out in the distance.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing with Trump. Him meeting with all these leaders in other countries and stuff. You know, they're really trying what's the thing about the religions? They're trying to unite all the religions. One world religion, one world government, one world money system. It's right here. It's right here. They're trying it right now. Not that every president hasn't tried before, you know, but obviously we're closer now than we ever have been, just like we'll be closer tomorrow than we ever have been. But, you know, yeah, it's getting closer and closer. And obviously I'm able to see more now. I'm paying attention more than I did 20 years ago, 30 years ago when I'm not even an adult, you know. Obviously, I'm going to notice stuff more. And it probably was there to notice then, too. But, I mean, it's right in our face. They don't try to hide it at all. The Super Bowl performances, demonic. The, you know, Olympic ceremony, opening ceremonies, whatever, demonic as anything. Come on. I mean, who are we fooling? Who doesn't believe this by now? Obviously, there's people in the
world is hell on earth, and a one world government's looming out in the distance. A new world order is coming for the resistance. Well, all we do is bicker till it's ripping us apart, as the globalists controlling us and stripping us for parts, while they reset the score on the brink of world war. As I look around, I don't recognize it anymore. Feel a wheeze from the geoengineering on the breeze, while they blocking out the sky right in front of us to see.
I was just thinking if he was going to mention that, because I know at the very beginning we had the eclipse look, right? Yeah, so them controlling the weather too. Dude, he is touching on everything. Pause. But, oh my God. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Wheeze from the geoengineering on the breeze, while they blocking out the sky right in front of us to see. Fucking with us with the frequencies of 5G, interacting with the graphene from the vaccines. And the food that we eat is poison down to the seeds. Hard to even call it food when Pfizer's making the cheese, while the algorithm...
Pfizer's making the cheese, yeah, food. Okay, but Pfizer's in control of it, you know. The whole the whole jab thing, can't say the V word, obviously, but you know, I don't think we can say it yet. I still don't think we can say it. I got a strike. I got a strike, I think, one time for a video that had 14 views, because I was talking misinformation on that situation. Yep, early on in my YouTube journey. Had to cut out an entire part of it because where I was talking about all that stuff. Anyway, let's go. So if they took my stuff down, I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers at that point. What are they gonna do with this fool talking this way with all the subscribers he's got? I don't know. It's crazy. It's slipping through the algorithm. You tell me he ain't blessed by the dude up there looking out for him. For this to even make it on YouTube is crazy enough. So that tells you right there, he's anointed with the blood.
Poison down to the seeds, hard to even call it food when Pfizer's making the cheese, while the algorithm focused us on how we disagree. They've been building us a prison with digital IDs. So this ain't an act of violence, it's an act of defiance. It's a fucking middle finger to these pedophile tyrants, a reminder to the rebels who won't give them their compliance when the pressure's on, never getting threatened into silence, and still hit the field while the home teams lose. Keep a cool head through the cries and confusion. Keep an open mind through the lies and illusions. And try to be a good human. So one last time, this the finale, put it to bed. Because after this, there won't be nothing left to be said. And I hope that after all of this, at least I made you think. That was always my intention for sharing what's in my head. It was never about the vision, I just needed y'all to listen. And wake the fuck up from this nightmare that we live in. So hate or love it if I got you to question the system. With all these raw thoughts, then I accomplished the mission. And the thoughts were my own. In a world where the loudest opposition is controlled, I don't claim to have the answer. Really all I've ever known is I gotta speak on it if I feel it in my bones. I've been right about a lot of things, wrong about some others. Shadow banned and demonized, still I never stuttered. Cause from the very start, I just said what's in my heart. So one last time, raw thoughts, motherfucker.
Yo, he absolutely went crazy. All right, so look, I got nothing else I can add to that. He said it better than I ever could, so I added my little thoughts here and there. Oh my God, are you kidding me? 35 minutes. Well, so much for me not talking so much, I guess. Wow. All right, I hope you guys show up. I am out of here. Stay safe. Be careful. I'm gone. Love you guys. If you stayed around, drop in the comments. I'll say it again. I said it on another one of his videos. You know, drop F the government. Drop F the elites. Drop F the 13 families, F control, F politicians. Drop any of that in the comments right now if you're here at the end. I appreciate you guys. Just remember always that this system that we live in, the system was made for those who made it. Think about that. Love you guys. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Yahuwah, Yahusha, thank you for everything. Without them, nothing is possible. Without you guys, nothing is possible. Gone.